Hello everyone, welcome back. Savert is here, coming back with part 10 of What If Deku Was a Waterbender. Now, before I do a recap, guys, I know I read your, last comments on the last video, or, your comments on the last video. All of you were, like, asking for O'Neill again. And, to be honest with you, I'm gonna put him there. Of course, I mean, I like how you all liking O'Neill, but you need to chill down a little bit. I'm trying here to make a fucking story. I'm trying to put an antagonist and a protagonist, and I'm trying to make something good. If I am always will gonna just put O'Neill in every single story of mine, there is no point. Why am I even trying to do something new if I'm just can't take him and put him here? Don't get me wrong, I like O'Neill, and I also one of you guys, which is I forgot his name. Let me just remember it so fast. Yeah, I remembered his name. His name is like Make New, I believe. He put a solid point telling me how, you guys probably like an O'Neill because he's like an emo kid, is stuck inside a loop that he all the only one that know about it and things like that, and he kinda depressed, so yeah, I'm kinda agreeing with him. And I'm gonna put him in my what if Deku made his own Omnitrix. But when I complete this one, when I complete the Waterbender, O'Neill will gonna go into that other story. Because there is only one O'Neill. There is not like multiples like Izuku is and every timeline and blah 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 that weird shit. So he will gonna get in that story, but let me at least complete this one. And after that I'm planning to do a couple of crazy things there. Anyways, where we last left off, Izuku has gone into the sport festival, and after a couple of fights between him, Endeavor, Bakugo, All Might, Amon, the Equalers, and O'Neill, in the end, Luna just fucked up and made a mirror in front of Izuku to try protecting him from the flames of Endeavor, in the end resulting in Izuku seeing a version of him, seeing a version we are all know about him, which is the Earthbender one. Izuku started fighting against himself. In the end, he just ran away. All Might capture Izuku, which is the other one with the green hair and green eyes. He got hold of him and thought that Izuku's just trying to trick him, but in the end, Bakugo just convinced him. Oh, and yeah, Bakugo lost his quirk. Anyways, let's continue. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's continue. As right now, Izuku in the hideout inside his room, and he waking up in the next morning. As he said, new day, new... I don't know. Oh wait, Sensei told me that he wanted to meet me outside today. As Izuku just come outside, outside of the hideout after saying good morning to O'Neill and Luna, and then he get out and meet with Amon on the top of a mountain. As Izuku said, yes, Sensei, I came here. You want me... What do you want from me exactly? Ah, Midoriya, first of all, good morning. Second of all, today we will gonna start training on your abilities of a waterbender. Basically the blood-bending ability. So, are you ready? Because we doesn't have anything better to do, so get ready. I'm not holding back on you. As Izuku said, yes, Sensei. And after that, Izuku start training with Amon by just controlling the blood of some animals and things like that. But while that happening, on the other side of the town, in UA specifically, as we cut into Izuku, the other one, the Earthbender one, as right now he's in UA with all the teachers and everything, as Principal Nezu said, well, I think we all know why are we exactly here. Izuku Midoriya were betraying us always, he's and Luna too. And after that, we've been attacked in the sport festival by the Equalers. And also, the most important thing of all that, we got a new student, if I would say so, as everyone just looking on Izuku as he kinda, just nervous and said, hi, as All Might said, should we really trust him? I feel like they just made a clone and they just give it to us just for making us, you know, just to try spying on us, Principal Nezu. Well, I also thought about that, but Izuku here is 100% real. He's blood, meat, bones, organs. He's a fully human. He's not a clone. I mean, if he was really a clone, he wasn't going to have an exoskeleton. What do you think? As Aizawa said, he got a point. He's looking real. Much too real. He's looking like he's just a Midoriya, but from another existence, I believe. As, you know, President Mike said, "Oh, come on, Aizawa, you're not believing that this kid is coming from another timeline, right? Right?" As Aizawa said, "I mean, do you have any better explanation to do?" As Izuku said, can I talk? The All Might, do you know about, his, as Izuku said, do you know about my sensei Kiyoshi? As All Might said, Kiyoshi, I don't know anyone by this name. As Izuku started mumbling to himself, saying, "So that means I'm actually in another universe, but that actually impossible. How is that even possible? I'm supposed to be one in the million, or maybe not. There's always that theory about multiple dimensions where there is someone that might born with a different power than me, and might be, as Principal Nezu said, well, I'm sure that he is Midoriya." Anyways, Izuku, as Izuku said, yes, Principal Nezu. Since you're the other one of you has left UA and being found as a traitor, how about you take his place, like a new student in UA, and maybe with our help you can go back into your timeline. I believe that even possible in the first place. As Izuku said, of course, I really don't have anything better to do. But what about my mom? Or technically his mom? Is kinda hurting my mind. As Principal Nezo said, well, you will gonna have to live here in UA, because we can't let Miss Inko know there's two of her son in the same existence or something like that. Anyways, you will gonna live in UA, and to be honest with you, I was considering to build a dorm system from a long time. And seeing the attacks of the villains being too much, I think is a good idea to build a dorm system. Alright, with Cementos, as Cementos just nodded his head and, Principal Nezu said, "Alright, Aizawa, Izuku, you can go into your class." As Izuku walking with, Aizawa into the class, while Aizawa said, "You might find it hard to go back into the class, Midoriya, because, as Izuku said, yeah, I mean, it's not really, it will gonna be hard to convince them that I am not him. It's still quite surprising. What I see in him is just all what I never wanted to become. Villain? How did I even became like this in the first place? I don't know, Midoriya, but he is a villain, and you are a hero. I can see this in your eyes. So, just show him that you are better than him. Show him that the heroes always wins. For now, let's go back into the class." And Izuku said, "Well, are we gonna go into, doing the final exams?" As Aizawa said, that's right. How did you know?" It's just kinda I already did it in my own world." As Aizawa said, "Interesting." As Aizawa opened the door, and after that he just come into the class and said, "Well, good morning, class. Today we will gonna have a new student. It might be familiar to you, but come in. As Izuku just come in, everyone seeing them. Immediately Minato said, "But he's the villain! He's Midoriya that betray us!" As Aizawa said, "He's not that one. He's kind of from a different dimension." As Kirishima said, "Are you sure? Because he's just looking like him." But Mina said, "But he doesn't have a blue hair and blue eyes. This one have a green one. Do you have a different quirk?" As Izuku said, yeah, I can manipulate Earth. Unlike him, he can control water." As Uraka said, "This is so hurting my brain. Two of you in the same world. The I can't even speak." As Aizawa said, "Anyways, class, he's not the villain one. He's a good person. He's actually a hero, so you doesn't have to be scared of him or not trust him. He's a good person, at least from what we know right now. And he's not a clone, so the whatever whatever happened in the of course the sport festival, it should be stayed a secret. This Midoriya right here, he's not existed in this world, and we want this to be the same way. We doesn't want anyone to know that he is existed. Understand? So we will gonna make a dorm system. Anyways, Midoriya, go sit in your desk." As Izuku goes sit in his desk, and he just see Bakugo on the right, or on the left side of him. Why is Bakugo still here? Well, UA will not gonna just tell the people that one of their students just lost his quirk, and not even telling the other students in UA, so no one starts thinking that, of course, there is UA is not a safe place and everything like that, because they let one of their students lose their quirk. As just they kept Bakugo inside class 1A and told him not to use his quirk inside of course, the class or inside the school, so no one know that he's quirkless. And right now we continue. Bakugo just looking on Izuku angry because maybe this is a different Midoriya, but it's still the same one to him. As he just, just saying, "Fucking idiot, taking my quirk. I'm gonna fucking kill him next time I see him." As Izuku, said to Bakugo, "Hey, Kachan, what's wrong?" As Bakugo looking at him and said, "Don't speak to me, Deku." As Izuku said, me and you are friends in my own timeline. I believe we were such a good friend. I even taught you a few tricks, like how you could increase your heat of your explosions." "I'm sorry for what happened with is the other one. It's just so kind of. I can understand how you feel, Bakugo, because I also was quirkless at some point of the time. I'm sure that you know that already." As Bakugo said, "Whatever, don't talk to me." And after that, Aizawa tell the class to shut up and take them out into, of course, the training area or the fake city A. Aizawa and all of the teachers standing in front of the gates. As Principal Nezu said, "Well, student, today we will gonna do your final exams, and they will gonna be you will gonna fight. Two of you will gonna fight against one teacher from UA at a time. At a time, all right? We were supposed to try and make you fight against robot, but seeing there's a lot of villains running down the street and such a dangerous ones, we decided to try prepare you for the worst parts." As Izuku said, "All right." After that, everyone telling the people who will gonna fight against, and Bakugo, of course, not gonna join in the fight. As, of course, that because of that, they have one student that can't need to fight a teacher alone, which, of course, Izuku. As Principal Nezu said, "Midoriya, you will gonna have to fight a teacher alone because Bakugo is quirkless. So you will gonna have to fight one teacher alone, and Izuku said, "Alright, who it will be?" As All Might jumped from the sky and said, "It will be me, young Midoriya! Ha ha!" As Izuku said, "All Might? Again? I already beat him up in my own timeline." As, you know, Momo said, "Wait, you defeated All Might in your own world?" "Yeah, but it was kinda with the help of Kachan. I didn't know how this will gonna work now." As All Might said, "Well, let me tell you that I am nothing like the All Might from your world. Anyways, let's get inside." As everyone just get inside and everyone do their own exams, and Izuku being the last one, he going into the fake city and they start the countdown. President Mike said 3, 2, 1, go, and after that Izuku immediately using his trick shark earth, earth shark, he just open a hole inside the earth and start walking inside the tunnels while All Might is just looking left and right. He doesn't see anything, as he said, "Where is he? Interesting. I doesn't see him anywhere." And after that, All Might start feeling the ground shaking. As after that, two big walls from All Might in front and his back just rise up from the ground and smash All Might between the two walls. All Might just blew the rocks away and said, "Ha! Such a cheap trick from you, young Midoriya." As Izuku just jump out of the ground and start levitating in the air using a little platform under his legs. As Izuku said, big talk from someone that he doesn't recognize what's behind him right now. As All Might said, "What?" As All Might spin around, he being hit by a solid punch by a big golem of stones, immediately throwing him into a building. Izuku after that just creating two big arms and going to smash All Might. All Might smashing those arms and just break them into pieces. And gone on Izuku. Izuku making a wall in front of him, but All Might just smashed through it and got hold of Izuku's head and smash him into the ground. Izuku after that, All Might holding Izuku head into the ground and said, "Give up, or I'm gonna make you give up, young Midoriya." As Izuku smiled and said, "It's really not a good idea to punch me into the ground, All Might." And after that, Izuku immediately just hit the ground with his left arm doing a shockwave as the ground start to crack and one of the buildings start to fall on All Might. All Might immediately leaving Midoriya and go to catch the building before it hurt him. But Izuku taking this chance immediately taking a lots of metal pipes around the place from the buildings and wrap it around All Might as he just throwing All Might on the ground and stopping him from moving. And he said, "Well, let's see how you're gonna survive this." As Izuku just using shark, earth shark, just going under the ground so he can run away from the destruction that's gonna about to happen. As the building just fall on All Might while everyone is just shocked by how skilled Izuku is, or at least this Izuku is. After that, Izuku coming out of the ground and just looking around saying, "Where is he now?" As after that, the building or what's left of from the rubbles above All Might just explode, revealing All Might saying, "Ha ha! I'm not gonna go down that easily." As Izuku said, "Maybe, but I'm sure that you will gonna run away." As All Might said, "What are you talking about?" As after that, Izuku starts using his metal bending abilities, controlling the metal. You know how UA student puts some weights around their legs and hands to make things fair for the student in the normal anime? Yeah, those things are made from metal, so it's not the smartest trick ever. As after that, Izuku forcing All Might to turn around and start running away. As All Might said, "What the?" And Aizawa in the camera's room said he's using the weights that on All Might's hands and legs, forcing him to get into the other side. Huh, interesting. As Principal Nezu said, "Well, he's sure strong, and he having a couple of quirks. Interesting. He's just like Midoriya, but this one having a different abilities. What a weird thing." As after that, Izuku just making All Might leave the place, forcing him just to go because you know, and he just gone out of the arena by just walking outside of the gate. In the end, they announced that Izuku win against All Might. All Might going closer to Midoriya and said, "Ha, well, you done a great job, young Midoriya. We sure will gonna use your power. So stay safe." As Izuku said, "Thanks, All Might." And after that, Izuku just go into the camera's room and watching the other people fight. In the end, Izuku start going into the helping Cementos to build the dorm systems. And since he's a much more skilled earthbender than before, he's if you doesn't understand, if you don't know what's the timeline right now is, Izuku, when he being being come into this world with which is the waterbender 1, he was going to the forest to talk with his master about the important thing that Kiyoshi told him that she want to tell him. As all of a sudden he just a mirror opened under his legs, shoving him into this world. That's what happened. As right now Izuku helping Cementos to build the dorm system, and he actually done in one night. This was really fast, but the other students just left the place, so Izuku being left alone inside the dorms. As he just go inside and take a room and sit down and said, well, now I think this is my new home. I just wish that Sensei Kiyoshi is right. I'm sure that she might get worried about me suddenly just disappearing. And that one guy, he's really so weird. And after that, Izuku just sit on his bed, and he tried to sleep, but he hear a knock on the window. As he tried to look, but he can't move. As he said, why can I? As the window just break and revealing Izuku, the other one. As the waterbender 1 said, "Hey, other me, how's it going? Did Bakugo try to bully you again? Or something like that? Try to scream at you for stealing his quirk? Or technically deleting it?" As, Midoriya, which is the Earthbender 1, he tried to move but he can't, and Izuku said, "Don't try it. I've been training a lot." It wasn't really much of a training, and since tonight is a full moon, I can make sure that you will not gonna move for the full night. I need more training, but anyways, what's happened today with you? As Midoriya said, "What are you doing here?" "What am I doing here? I'm just here to see my own self." It's really weird. It's like looking in a mirror, seeing yourself, but in a different shape. You are someone that I wanted to become before. You are everything that I want to become before. You are the hero that I always wanted to be. Someone that's saving people, someone that's helping them, someone that he know exactly what the real meaning of being a hero is. But look at me. Now I'm just running down the street deleting people quirks. What a funny joke. You're really lucky. As Izuku, which is the Earthbender 1, said, "Why are you trying to do this? Can't you try to come back into UA? Why did you betray them? If you really want to be a hero, why did you done anything from this?" "Oh, why did I do it? Because this world is not equal. This world need to be changed, and I'm gonna change it. Sensei had taught me things, teaches me, took care of me, and showed me the truth. Showed me that this world is just treating the weak like a little rat, and treating the strong like he's a lion in the middle of the forest. So I'm here to make sure that everyone, every single one, the heroes that are acting like lions and the people they are having weak quirks or even quirkless that being treated like rats, I'm gonna make them all be on the same level. I'm just gonna make everyone be I'm gonna just make everyone be on the same level. Instead of being a big giant and strong lion or a little rat, I'm just gonna make everyone a little sheep. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make this world equal for people that being treated like us before. I'm sure that you were quirkless once in a time because you're using the earthbending ability, and both of us are the only people that know about it if you didn't include my master. Anyways, why don't you join me? Join me and you. We can do great things together. We can finally show this world that there is much more than just power and strong and heroes. Everyone can be their own hero. So, what do you say? Partners? As Midoriya said, fuck off. I'm never gonna do something like you. I'm not gonna join you. Sensei Kiyoshi had trained me so I can bring peace and harmony to the world, to make the right choice. And right now, the right choice is to capture you and put you in the prison. As Izuku said, huh, too bad. Well, I was going here just to ask you to join me, but since you are refused, I doesn't see any need from you to stay alive. As Izuku covering his hand with water and turn it into an ice blade, as he said, you know, it's only need one stab into the heart and you are dead. As Izuku getting the sword closer into the heart of Midoriya and starts slashing a little bit slowly, while Midoriya feeling pain, but Izuku said, but what's the fun in that? You are the only challenge that right now fighting me, if you include All Might. But anyways, see you around, Midoriya. Man, it's really weird to talk with yourself. Well, train hard because next time when we fight, I'm not gonna go easy on you. As after that, Hizuko leave the place, and Midoriya finally being freed from the bloodbending of Izuku, he tried to go after him, but he doesn't see a thing. And he just looking out of the window saying, damn it, he ran away. Damn it, I'm gonna capture you no matter what happened, Midoriya. As he just go back inside and go back to sleep, or try to think a little bit for what happened right now. But what both of them didn't know that there was someone watching them. Someone. Specifically O'Neill, as O'Neill said. So it's actually worked. He's from the past, from the last timeline, but if he's here, does that mean that... Wait a second. No, that won't work. Killing them both will just gonna repeat the circle. But what should I do? Maybe I finally got a chance. Maybe if I just understand the way that Luna made, it's just, if I were able to understand the way that Luna bring this Midori into this world, maybe I'll be able to finally take myself out of this hellhole. Well, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna have to talk with Luna a little bit now, as O'Neill just leave the place and go to talk with Luna. And this one gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what do you think about this part, and what do you think will gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say than Severed was here.